Strong Tartan is the 15-8 favourite. It's 3-1 Blythe Brook. Penny Native is 13-2. 8-1 Monet Forte. 14-1 Bohemian Spirit. 25-1 Barber. Two non-runners here. Number 4 Parade Racer and number 7 the Butterwick Kid.
Cultural Association Hunters Challenge Cup. 2 miles 5.5 furlongs and a forest of them disputing the lead on the run down towards the first. Blythe Brook and also Strong Tartan, two of them prominent in the market, as prominent in the race itself, and also in a handy position Penny Native as the field prepare to leave the ground for the first time. Out to the wider on the course is Huey, as they all take the first in a fashion. Tonight's the Night was the one that made the error towards the back of the field. So settling down, Monet Forte on the inside is another who's handy in company with Blythe Brook. Out wider Penny Native as they rise at the second. Lord Edward's Army was awkward. At the back of the field, Tonight's the Night and Huey are the two that are detached by about 10 lengths. Racing on then towards fence number 3. It's the first of the ditches, and Blythe Brook leads by a length or so from Penny Native, Monet Forte. Again, Lord Edward's Army's rider left the hands momentarily, and Strong Tartan on the outside still in close attendance, the green colours with the yellow sash. They rise at the next, at which Valley-Earn got into the bottom of it, and right at the back of the field, one that's really beginning to struggle. Well, there are a couple that are really struggling. Huey is one of them, and also towards the rear of the field, nowhere near as detached, Tonight's the Night. Huey's about 20 lengths behind now as they rise at the next. Again, Valley-Earn was the one that made the noticeable blemish, and Huey is a distance behind. Tonight's the Night's in the rear group as well, along with Charlie Adams. Meanwhile, at the head of affairs, Blythe Brook leads the turn back towards the straight. From Monet Forte racing keenly on the inside of Penny Native, without wider Strong Tartan in close attendance. Lord Edward's Army on the outside of Mr. Busby, race 5 and 6, ahead of Valley-Earn. Then Charlie Adams, Tonight's the Night, you can see in the background. Huey with the white face is well detached. First up the straight this time, again all over safely. Although Huey is yet to accomplish that task, which he's done so now, as Blythe Brook leads them on towards the next with Monet 40 on the inside, Penny Native and Strong Tartan on the outer as they rise at the next. Again, Lord Edward's Army's rider waved to the crowd. Valley-Earn and Tonight's the Night are about 4 lengths behind, and a distance back to Huey over the next. Again, the field are streaming over it in a fashion. Up front, it's Blythe Brook, the noseband, pressed by Monet Forte, who's raced with a great deal of exuberance through the first circuit. Now for Clive Story's just about going to show an advantage at this fence with a circuit to travel. Blythe Brook in second place, Penny Native in third. So the roll call passing the stands, at which Valley-Earn makes a mistake, and Huey has a faller. Huey has gone, completely tailed off at the time. So the roll call passing us is Monet Forte in the red from the red cap, white sheepskin noseband of Blythe Brook. In third place on the fence is Mr. Busby, and then reading out the two-tone blue colours of Penny Native with Strong Tartan. Then behind these is Bohemian Spirit, who's racing in about 6th or 7th place on the inside of Lord Edward's Army. Then comes Charlie Adams, and out wider on the course, Tonight's the Night. 5 to 6 lengths back to Valley-Earn, who's jumped very sketchily throughout the first circuit. And as I say, Huey is the one casualty, and Freddie's rider is yet to rise at what will be the second last. It's the ditch, so hopefully he will rise in time for the field by the time they make their way round there. Still a long way to go. Charlie Adams is the one that's sweeping up on the outside. Second in the race 12 months ago, and he has his moment of glory up on the outer of Strong Tartan, Monet Forte and Blythe Brook. And it'll be just about 4 in line as they rise at this next fence. A length back then to Penny Native, who shows in 5th, pushed along. Then on the outside, Tonight's the Night in the pink cap has made a bit of ground with Lord Edward's Army. Then Bohemian Spirit on the back of Mr. Busby, and still detached is Valley-Earn. They rise at the next. Monet 40, Blythe Brook, we lose Tonight's the Night. Charlie Adams made a bad mistake as well towards the outside of the field. Horse and jockey are both swift to rise. They may well be dolling off what would be the last ditch. There may only be 3 in the straight when they get that far. Meanwhile, Strong Tartan, Monet Forte and Blythe Brook at the head of affairs. Bad mistake, Strong Tartan did well to survive, belted it halfway up, and all of a sudden Monet Forte's pursuers are thinning out. Penny Native in second place, Mr. Busby and Bohemian Spirit are improving as Lord Edward's Army makes a slight mistake. Bohemian Spirit noticeably so, quartered colours of red and black working into 4th place. Blythe Brook appears to have run his race, and a few of them are now beginning to toil. Blythe Brook stopping very fast, been passed by Charlie Adams as they arise at the next. And over it, Monet Forte, Penny Native, but still catching the eye, Bohemian Spirit for Stephen Charlton in third place. Mr. Busby in 4. Lord Edward's Army, despite some sketchy jumping, still in there in 5th place. 3 lengths back to Strong Tartan, who's begun to struggle after that mistake. 25 lengths back to Ballyern, who's running on past beaten horses. 12 lengths to Charlie Adams, and the distance to the others. Blythe Brook is amongst those that have pulled up at the back of the field. So turning for home, where they'll only have 3 to jump, they have doled off the ditch, and racing towards the third last, a plain one. Penny Native in the centre, pressed by Bohemian Spirit, who's travelled really strongly throughout the final circuit and comes there very stylishly. Back to the inside, Monet Forte, then Mr. Busby. This quartet remain a long way clear of Lord Edward's Army in 5th. This is now 2 from home, and Bohemian Spirit jumps it well and takes it up, still travelling stylishly on what now will be a long run down towards the final fence. So in the quartered colours, Bohemian Spirit, from in second, Penny Native, 2 lengths back in third to Mr. Busby. Monet Forte has run his race as they come down towards the last, and it's Bohemian Spirit for Stephen Charlton, still 3 lengths clear and travelling very strongly as they come down towards the final fence. He took off a stride too early, your heart in your mouth, but he got to the other side safely. Lord Edward's Army takes a crashing fall at the last. Charlie Adams tried to run out, an eventful final fence, but Bohemian Spirit took off too early, got to the other side. 6 lengths clear, Stephen Charlton salutes the crowd. Penny Native second, back in third Mr. Busby, fourth was Monet Forte, finishing strongly Ballyern.
9, Bohemian Spirit. Second, number 5, Penny Native, 13-2. Third, number 11, Mr. Busby, 50-1. Strong Tartan was the 2-1 unplaced favourite. Non-winners 4 and 7 and 11 ran.